Okay, you guys, we are live on YouTube. This is going to be the 2026 vision board. For Patreon, we are active with vision boards. We don't just do one vision board for the year. We usually break down the year and do vision boards by season, or usually when the group says, hey, maybe we should do a vision board, there could be a shift going on. But usually the vision board happens beginning, the middle, and then we usually do the end. So we usually do like 3 vision boards um, throughout the year. And I've personally have seen vision boards change my life from the first time I've ever done a vision board years ago to doing vision boards now. And I've honestly seen a lot of millionaires and friends that have a lot of money use vision boards in different ways. So today we're going to speak a little bit about different vision boards specifically. And I actually have Ra, who is a part of Patreon. He's also a numerologist, an astrologist, and the styles of everybody that possibly have, that helps them. Okay. Peace, you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. So we are going to be using Canva, the Canva app. Okay, so you could download it on your phone right now. That would be great. If you have your laptop, that will be even better for you guys. Um, and there's a reason why we like the vision board with the Canva. So before I put up Ra, I'm just going to give you a little bit of. Actually, I'll put him up. Um, but I just wanted to just speak a little bit of my actual experiences throughout these years and the type of vision boards I've done and how my vision boards have evolved. And thank God for digital. I know a lot of people's like, oh no, digital doesn't that sounds whack. I'd rather just, cut up some, pictures and do vision boards like that. That's perfectly fine too. I would definitely recommend doing multiple different vision boards, but the way that I have done the vision board has been great digitally, and it is really good to pinpoint exactly what is it that you would like to um, focus on and target. Okay, so before we move forward, let's bring up Ra on the stage. What's going on, Ra? How you doing?
Peace. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Great. What's going on, fams? What's going on? So before we get straight into the vision board, first of all, are you a person that does vision boards? How long have you been doing vision boards? If that is a yes.
Yes, I've been doing vision boards for about like 2 years. My first vision board I had did on accident. I had like a whiteboard on the wall, so I had started just drawing different things that I was visualizing in my dreams, and like
Wow.
different questions I was asking myself, and then like I realized over time I was figuring out the answers to those questions. I was figuring out what I was trying to do, and that's really what brought out to me to make a brand in the first place, to get into herbalism, uh, just different types of things. But it really helped me at first, so I had to do more research on it and just test it out. So I've been doing more vision boards lately, and it really been helping me out a lot.
That's great. I love to hear it. So your style of vision board will be more of you like to write down your vision board
I like to
or
draw it
draw
out,
it.
and then
You draw
I
it
like to
out.
draw it, and then I like to write down like a little label for it or like a
Ah,
name for it so I can remember it.
and that's great because you drawing it is literally putting it from that. Some people don't believe in it, but it's literally a parallel universe, right?
Yep.
So you are creating that universe that you want through drawing it out. So that's a
Yep.
great way to actually do vision boards. And that's why we do there's different styles. On Patreon, we also do writing vision boards. I usually always do it throughout the like the spring equinox, the fall, right, guys? Like I always make sure to do vision board prompts around that time because it's really important for us to know where we at. Actually, I had read something the other day, and just to paraphrase it, it was just saying how imperative it is to have a time frame for that actual vision, right? For the vision board,
Mm.
because it then when you put a time frame on something, you're able to also give that formula. Okay, so then you're like, okay, now I know I have until December 25th to be able to write this prompt or write this book,
Yeah.
and now I'm focusing on that specific project, you know.
Yeah. Prevent stagnation.
Exactly, because if I have just a regular vision board and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to get a mansion, I'm going to make a mill, and then I'm going to go on vacation, but you don't have an actual time frame on when you're going to make that first mill, when you're going to go on vacation, and you get what I'm saying, then
Yeah.
then it's just really, it's good to have that, right? But
Yeah.
now moving into what we want to bring into this universe that we can create, we need to be a little bit more specific and with the time frame, and then also be very visually, like making sure that that visual is something that you want to look at every day, right? If
Yeah.
that is, maybe putting it on your cell phone, or hanging it on a place where you see every day when you get up, maybe by the door, you know
Hmm.
um, but
Yeah, I
yes.
had I had did it on my phone before. I had put it on my wallpaper, so like every time I open up my phone, I would see it. So that was trigger something inside of you to just think about your goals every day, every time you wake up too.
Yeah. Okay, you guys, so we have, let me see if I can share the screen. Actually, I'll share the screen when I'm ready. So I'm just going to read what I wrote. I had to do some writing. Okay, so big picture energy for 2026. These are some questions before we get into the actual vision board project that we're about to do. These are just some questions that you could just have in your mind, okay? I did write one down here. Let me look at the banner. Excuse me. Okay. So the main question is, if 2026 was your breakthrough year, what would that actually look like in real life? Okay. So everybody that's on this chat right now, you can write that down or maybe just meditate on that before we start. Okay. I also, since we spoke about time frames, I also wrote by December 2026, what do you want to be proud of yourself for sticking with? Okay, so I could, get more in detail. What would you be proud of for sticking with from here to 2025 December, now all the way from December 2026? Okay. What is one of the things you are done tolerating, right? That you could break down from 2025 going into 2026. That's up to you guys. Okay. And one last prompt I have for you guys is, who are you becoming in 2026? What does that look? What does that version look of you? Um, just going into the 2025, we on Patreon, we did a lot of work writing down, also doing the 369 method, right?
Yeah.
Writing the doing the 369 method, literally you subconsciously, you might forget about it, but then you go back months later and you're like, wow, like I really got that done,
Yeah.
by writing it down, and you forgot about it, right?
Yeah.
uh,
Be in the background in the back of your head.
that's it. That's all it is. So yes, you guys, sorry for babbling. We're gonna get straight into it. um let's share this screen. Canva. All right. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so one of the things I love about Canva, no, I'm not sponsored by Canva, but Canva, if you see this, please sponsor your girl, okay? Um, I love Canva definitely when it comes down to doing vision boards. It's very quick and easy. You can also use your own pictures, which we're about to see, and just add in, right? It doesn't have to be the same pictures that's in there. But so if you download Canva, everybody, you could put in vision board. I always go for this one because it's very simple. So I'm gonna go for the same one I usually go for our. Oh, this one's nice. I'll do this one now. Okay, this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, customize this template. Okay, so you could customize whatever template is that you guys like. And like I said, this is just one way of um doing it. Someone asked, what is the 369 method? Do you want to speak about that, Ron?
Yeah, so basically you want to write down, so let's say you have a goal or like something you're trying to manifest or whatever. So you're going to write it 3 times, and then you're going to write it again 6 times, and then you're going to write it again 9 times. And then you also, what I do personally is I'll repeat it to myself like a meditation. You'll do it 3 times, 6 times, and then 9 times, and that'll basically program it into your subconscious mind. And it's kind of like when you have a song in your head and you play it over and over, and that song just keep playing in the back of your head all day. So you basically do that, and that's basically one of the methods with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the. It's definitely great to just to reprogram your mind. Um, we use it a lot in Patreon. But I'm gonna get you everything right now, all the information. Okay. It says the 369 method is a manifestation technique rooted in repetition, clarity, and energetic alignment, inspired by Nikola Tesla belief that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 are keys to the universe. This method helps you focus your intentions until your subconscious begins aligning with your desire. Okay. The 3, your mind, your intentions, the thought you choose to plant. 6, body, the emotions you attach to the intentions. Feeling makes it real. 9, the spirit, the surrender and spiritual alignment that allows the manifestations to arrive. Together, they create a mind, body, spirit manifestation circuit. Okay, perfect. Of course, absolutely. All right, so we're gonna get more into this, you guys. You could definitely take your time with your vision board because obviously this is your baby, okay? Essentially, what you want to do is you're just gonna go in and you're going to change the vision boards. You're going to put your own pictures, okay? If that's drawing it out and then uploading it to the vision board, and you do that. But you essentially want to make the vision board to the point where it has certain things, it has certain details, okay? Um, you want to make sure that you're putting time frames on this vision board for 2026. That's something that I would recommend off of just doing 2025 alone, right? So,
Hmm.
one thing that I did differently this year that I didn't do the other years was that I literally took the chance. Sometimes you just gotta take the chance. Um, and taking that chance means like, okay, if you're gonna do that date, don't procrastinate on the date. Just get it done, right? Just
Yeah.
get it done, because when you get it done and you just do it, then you literally are facing that fear. And I speak about that in my book, Parallel Paths. Do you want to add on anything to that, Rob? I'm trying to close this
Yeah,
because
when
I really want to.
basically if you also like come up with a routine with the goal, like you don't even gotta have like a full list, but if you just write that first step, that'll always get you to figure out the next step and then the next step, and that'll just expand into something more.
Yes, you guys. And you guys could definitely just let us know what is it that you guys have any questions with. I'm going to reopen this up because the page started tweaking. I already wrote my vision board last night. Just because I wanted to have like a rough draft of what exactly I wanted. And what I did was I broke up my vision board. I did, okay, my main things that I want to do for the vision board. And then I also did business, a business aspect. All right. And then I also had did health and family. So I'm just trying to pull this back up, you guys. Give me a second. How does your vision board look for you this 2026? Ra, how does it, you know, you don't have to tell us everything, but what's like one big thing that you really want to get popping?
One thing I had got into recently is writing more, so I'm getting more into writing books. So this year, I can't really put a big number on it, but I am trying to get books out this year for sure. And I'm also trying to get more in my health and fitness more, like workout
Right.
routines, and I'm trying to get more into my diet plans and different meal preps and stuff like that.
Hmm. Yep. Okay, you guys. I'm about to share this real quick. Share. Share screen. Ooh, Cass just wrote something. Give me a second, Cass. I see you.
But yeah, I need to do that too.
Okay. What?
She said she put a family
Okay.
vacation on her.
What Cass said. That's right. Yeah. That was definitely a highlight for me 2025. Like I went in a year uh going like doing the whole like book signing thing which set up the whole 2025, but being able to write that down like family vacation, that's definitely look how that happens. And
Yeah,
that's why I like to write it down because it really does work.
I'm gonna need to add that.
The family vacation, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, you guys. So this technique, like we said, we have different ones for Canva, right? So you guys could take your time, manifest it, see how this works out for you. All right. And if you want to share your vision board with us, please do. We appreciate it. Look at this. This is serious. This is like literally training yourself to get to that next year, and how is that going to go for you. So be very detailed, you guys, with whatever this is that you're doing. All right. And we're gonna close out. Is there any last
definitely.
stuff that you like to say?
Uh, Basically, I like to say like not to really be too rigid on yourself with it. Be creative with it. The more creative you are with it, I feel like the easier it is. It will be to soak up in your subconscious
Yeah.
mind. So yeah, I feel like taking it easy on yourself and being creative with it, that'll be able to trigger different ways to make it fun and not too rigid on yourself to where you feel like you're gonna burn out or anything like that.
Yeah. You know, one thing about vision boards, if it doesn't happen, one, I should have said this when we first started. You want to be realistic with vision boards also. You don't want to like put
Yeah,
yourself
you
in a
don't.
position where you're like, I'm gonna do this, and it's like, okay, that's great, but is it possible that is gonna happen at that time? So be
Yeah,
realistic with the goals, be realistic with the vision board. So if it doesn't happen at the time frame that you want, that's why it's really imperative that we as a collective also um, take with this year, right? With that year, we break it up and see what is it that we're at right now. Do a check-in, okay? Okay, like okay, this is the beginning of the year. Where am I going to be at? Middle of the year, where am I at right now? And then the ending of the year, we're wrapping it up and seeing, okay, what is it that I have not really worked on and I need to get back on a on my rotation, and then what are some things that I need to release that was not really good for me this year that I'm going to be better at next year, you know? So,
yeah.
uh,
Having the meetings with yourself really help out a lot with clarity and figuring out what you're trying to do and where your placement's at.
yeah, just realignment. One thing that I would love to do for both Patreon and for people in person is do more meetups where we could be able to congregate and see where we're at, not just talk about like, oh, what we want to do, but congregate in a sense where it's like we're celebrating our accomplishments together,
Yeah,
right? Like, okay, I just got this, I just did this. We're going on virtual lunch or in-person lunch, and we're going to be celebrating our accomplishments, because
yeah,
that's the type of vibration that we are going to be attracting for 2026. um do we are we gonna do a little numerology for 2026 real quick before we get off? Just we here, might as well.
yeah. We can. So 2026 is basically going to be a 10 year. If you add 2 plus 2 plus 6, that'll equal a 10. And that's basically, so this year's a 9 year. So everything has been, I'm pretty sure everybody been going through a lot of transformations and a lot of shadow work and a lot of intense feelings, emotions, and breaking through a lot of different things. That's why we really doing the vision board, because I'm pretty sure everybody been breaking through a lot of things and we need that realignment. So that
Absolutely.
realignment is going to be for the 10 year, which is basically a next
One.
level type of energy, is expansion. It's it's not
Mm,
it's not really starting something like fresh, but it's starting on a foundation, so it's it's basically like a tree basically got mature and you basically able to get the fruit from it. You're able to take care of it more. You're able to understand more about yourself, about what you're doing and your experiences in life. So the 10 years basically going to be a big year for everybody, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. I mean, and it's crazy because I believe the last class me and Cass had, we really dived into the number zero, how zero just heightens number one, right?
Yeah, zero,
It
zero
heightens
means
any
potential.
number. It heightens any number next to it.
Mhm.
So zero, people, people just like excludes that number, but zero is it's infinite, meaning that it expands anything that it's next to.
Yeah,
So us being actually in that number 1 year, universal one, with that zero, it is expanding that reset. Like you said, it's hitting a reset and also giving us that energy of, okay, now it's time for us to focus.
yeah.
It says here new beginnings for 2026 in the numerology aspect with that number one.
Hmm.
Leadership, innovation, creative breakthroughs, building new identities, independent and self-trust. I know that you guys possibly already feeling that right now. You know, you
Definitely.
probably already feeling that. Um, it says how people will feel is called. It says wanting to change careers or start businesses. So a lot of people already started, leaving their 9 to 5 and wanting to take classes and wanting to maybe dive more into entrepreneurship or how to start their businesses.
Yeah.
Uh, so we've already seen that in 2025 and 2026. We're definitely doing that. It says leaving long-term cycles behind, so that's great. And it says feeling like time is moving fast was that zero. The zero is going to
Yeah.
make it move very fast because it's a portal that people don't really talk about. I'm excited.
That
It's
says zero is the void.
hmm
Hmm.
it says um career and money, entrepreneurs, creators, people starting new ventures, visionaries, innovators, leaders. You will see a lot of new ideas in 2026, maybe, new AI, new cars, new inventions, new things that is going to be even better, new technology for 2026.
Yeah.
But we'll be doing predictions a little later on. But with that being said, you guys, if you guys like this, please make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. How can they find you, Ra? What's
You
your
could
what is everything?
you can find me on YouTube. It's Rock 33. Just like my name. I don't know if you can see my name, but Rock 33, RHAK with a space and 33. Yeah, right
Perfect.
there.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you can
guys.
find me on YouTube. I'm gonna be putting out more content soon. I just been getting my writing in order because I'm focusing on getting a book out soon. So when I
Okay.
get that situated, I'm gonna be putting more content out. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. Take it. Writing a book is not easy. Um, it takes time, and just don't, like we said, even with the vision board, just give yourself a time frame, because
yeah,
if you give yourself a time frame, then you trust me, you will get it done.
yeah.
I
I've
always
been
do
trying to do
books
little
by the
time
ending
frames
of
for
the
the
year.
chapters.
Every time I always do my books in the ending of the year, so I could be able to be done by the ending of the year.
I
It's
feel
always
you.
like that. No problem, you guys.
Of
Thank you
course,
so much
Cash.
for tuning in. Um, please make sure that you guys do your vision boards, right? And until next time, you guys, peace and love. Thank you so much,
Peace.
Ra, for joining in, tuning in, and I can't wait to see you guys vision board and think big. Okay, think big. This is going to be a great year for you guys. Peace and love.
Of course. Thank you for having me on.
Of course. Later. Speak to you guys later.